I'm Mr. Weimann, and today we're going to review writing to a prompt. Many times, whenever you read something, you oftentimes, if it's good, you want to share information about it. In school, teachers teach our students how to talk about texts, and that's what writing to a prompt really is. We provide prompts that help you like pull information out of text, whether it's nonfiction or fictional texts. And in this lesson, we're going to learn a little bit more about how to write a response or answer for a prompt. A prompt is sometimes a question. Sometimes it tells you to do something, like maybe, explain how a character changes throughout a story. When we are talking about a story that you've read, you often will share how you feel about the characters, the setting, or the plot. Sometimes you're asked to share about it. You can also share your ideas about a story in writing. Understanding a prompt. Sometimes you will be asked to respond to a writing prompt. A writing prompt asks a question about a text you have read. Read this example. Circle the title of the text, then underline the question you need to answer. In The Grasshopper and the Ant, the grasshopper and the ant disagree. The grasshopper wants to spend the fall relaxing outside while the ant wants to prepare for winter. In your opinion, who made the smarter choice, the grasshopper or the ant? Okay, so this prompt has a few things going on. First of all, we're asked to circle the title of the text. What's the title? Well, it's this right here within the quotation marks. The grasshopper and the ant. I know that's the title because it has quotation marks around it, and also it's capitalized. See the capital T, capital G, and capital A. And then we're also asked, so you should circle that, and then we're also asked to underline the question you need to answer. Well, where's the question? Well, a huge hint is this question mark down here, and it comes at the end of this prompt. In your opinion, who made the smarter choice, the grasshopper or the ant? There's a sentence before that, though. It says the grasshopper wants to spend the fall relaxing outside while the ant wants to prepare for winter. That sentence is like explaining what you should be focusing on. It's really like a help. It's kind of like it brings you to the text and then says, okay, now what do you think, right? It kind of refreshes your memory about the text. It's your job, though, to go back into the text and reread looking for information to support your opinion. Before that, though, let's come up with an opinion. After you figure out what you need to answer, review important details from the text to develop your ideas. So, forming your opinion. What do you think? Was the grasshopper right to spend the fall relaxing, or was the ant right to spend the fall preparing for winter? Your answer to that question is your opinion. Here's one student's opinion. The ant was right. Now, here's I don't want you to use colons, okay? This is a colon. Just make it a sentence, okay? A statement that your answer should be, the ant was right because preparing for winter was the smarter choice. Or the ant was right to prepare for winter. It was the smarter choice, or something like that. Or the ant made the smarter choice by preparing for winter. Now, if you want your opinion to be convincing, you need to support it with reasons. You have to do more than just say what your opinion is. You have to back it up. And these reasons should be based on details from the text. List your reasons before you write. And what this student would have done is planned his or her writing in a spiral notebook or some kind of scrap paper, right? My opinion, the ant was right. Preparing for winter was the smarter choice. Reasons for my opinion. When winter came, the ant had plenty of food because she spent the fall gathering grain from the field. And then here's a second reason. The grasshopper almost starved because he didn't prepare for winter, which really points to the fact that ant was smarter and did the better thing, right? To further support your opinion, think of ways you could defend it against a different opinion. I don't spend a lot of time on this in the class, but I love this concept. So let's take a look. For example, someone else may say that the grasshopper made the smarter choice because he got to enjoy the nice fall weather before having to stay inside for all winter. You can contrast this idea to add more support to your opinion. And we know the word contrast means to point out the differences in things. The grasshopper enjoyed the fall weather instead of gathering food. Therefore, he also starved during the winter. The ant's choice was smarter because it kept her from starving in the winter. Linking words and phrases such as because, therefore, and for example help to show how your ideas are related. Look at how these words are used above to connect ideas. So these particular types of words really show cause and effect, right? Because ant gathered food, ant didn't have to worry about being hungry in the winter. It's cause and effect. Writing a good conclusion. So once you, and one thing that this particular text that I'm reading to you doesn't have is explanation. In addition to providing reasons in your writing prompt, you want to then explain or further your writing. When they talk about defending your answer or response, that's basically what they're talking about, is explain why this is a good reason, right? And then once you've provided your opinion and you've provided reasons and you've explained them, you want to then provide a conclusion. So this would be your concluding or closing sentence. After you give all your reasons, go back to your opinion and end your essay with a strong conclusion that persuades readers to agree with your opinion. The fable, The Grasshopper and the Ant, teaches the important lesson that it is better to plan ahead. The grasshopper learned what the ant knew all along. If you don't plan for the future, you will not be prepared when the future comes. So, always wrap up your writing with a closing statement to kind of summarize it all. And then lastly, before turning in your answer, you want to be sure to reread your writing to check that your opinion is clear. Check that your opinion is clear and your reasons are well organized. Proofread your work for spelling mistakes and other errors. Use this checklist to help you. Does my response answer all the parts of the prompt? Because some prompts have more than one part. Do I state my opinion clearly in the first paragraph? Do I include enough reasons to support my opinion? Is my response well organized? Do I provide a strong conclusion? Also, is my response or are my reasons explained? Will the reader understand how this has to do with the text? Is my writing free of mistakes? And that's where we do use COPs, right? Capitalization, organization, punctuation, and spelling. So look back at your text and see that it all does. And that is a summation of writing to a writing prompt, answering writing prompts appropriately and thoroughly. So first you want to understand the prompt, then you want to form an opinion. Next, come up with reasons to back up your opinion. If there's no reasons in the text, then what do you think? It's probably not a good opinion. You need to go back into the text and kind of recalibrate your thinking about the text. And then you want to come up with a really good conclusion that solidifies everything. And then before turning it in, make sure that you do go through a little mental checklist and definitely read it to yourself. You might even want to read it to yourself out loud. Or if you're typing this on an iPad or computer, have the tech read it to you. put on your headphones and swipe with 2 fingers and listen to what you put together. Doesn't make sense. Good luck with your writing prompts and answering them. And I look forward to reading some improved responses. I hope that this lesson helped you.